Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? This is your boy Mac. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome to a London Live, right? So, on this London Live session, I'm essentially going to kind of show you guys where I'm looking at what I'm looking at doing during London session. Hopefully, getting you guys on the right track for London session. Just giving you guys a little bit of insight on what it is I'm looking for price to possibly do. So we're going to stick with Euro USD for the time being. We may check out a couple of other pairs, but really we're going to stick around Euro USD so you guys can have a full understanding of what I'm trying to do with this asset here. All right, so if we look at so 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time when the market opened for this new trading day, which is right here. Okay, this was the opening price. Essentially, price swept liquidity up top, and then we moved to the downside, creating a little bit of imbalance within this region here, right? I then broke that down. So let's just back it up just a little bit, right? We can see here that we are obviously targeting sell side liquidity, right? So we have this nice run to the upside here. Okay, we get a little transition here, right after price had swept buy side liquidity here, right? We then transition back to the downside. We do retrace at least 50%, so we are now within discount, so we can look for possible buy opportunities while looking to the left here. I'm not going to pull any points of interest off the M15 to see where price could possibly react from. However, we will look at the M15 for today's session trading and things like that. So we can see that price created a swing low here. All right, swing high. We take that swing low out here. All right, so we're starting counter trend structure, internal structure, right? We have sell side liquidity here. We create buy side liquidity here. Price runs on sell side liquidity. We have a retracement here. Okay, if we go to the H1 time frame here, right? We do have this slight supply region here. Okay, that price has tapped into. Right here, right, and then from there you'd essentially be looking for possible entries on the M5 time frame, right? So if we're just studying price, we take this low out here. So it wouldn't have been a bad idea for you to look for buy opportunities here, or sell opportunities, excuse me, here within this region, right? However, I did something slightly different. I broke this down to the M2 time frame, and I decided to use my liquidity trading strategy in order to take advantage of the setup here. Now, we actually missed this trade here. While I have been talking to you guys, I actually missed this continuation setup that I was looking on entering again for another sell opportunity on EU. However, it's all good. It happens. Sometimes you're going to miss those continuation trades. But I was looking to enter off of this wick here. I just didn't expect price to tap into this region so soon. Five pips as the risk, and then easily 25 pips return for 5R trade here. All right, however, we can't necessarily count this since I did miss this. Man, that kind of sucks. Oh well, it's all good. So we're going to go ahead and drop this down to about a 30R return. Fix this up. There we go. Or 30 pip return, all right, for 5R. Since this is based around the liquidity trading strategy, this is not based on my original day trading strategy that you guys are used to. All right. However, it's all good. We're going to take advantage. So based on the M15 time frame here, right? So essentially, right, we've already targeted sell side liquidity, then we had a retracement. So I'm looking to target more sell side liquidity. Right? Once price actually taps into this region here, we could look for a possible We could look for a possible sweep and then a reaction, all right, for price to go higher. Maybe we'll target buy side liquidity after that. Who actually knows? However, right now I am looking for sell side liquidity to be tapped. So I'm looking for price to continue to sell as it relates to Euro USD. All right, at least until we tap into 1.01811. So should be pretty solid. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, there we go. Solid. So that's what I'm anticipating and looking for as it relates to Euro USD. I'm just looking for bearish continuations, essentially. My stop is above this swing high here, all right, based on the M5 time frame. We've already filled in this imbalance here, so there's really nothing to do there. And I'm just looking for M5 swing structure to continue to break to the downside, possibly leaving displacement along the way, so we could possibly get a continuation trade if that decides to form. Yeah, nothing much to it. So just looking for continuation sells on EU. Let's go to GBP USD, see what's going on. All right, so we're definitely bullish, but we're in a counter trend sell right now on GU. Actually, no, we could possibly continue to the downside, tap into these regions here. I have to redo my GU markup. I really need to clear this GU chart actually and start fresh. Let's go to the M15, see what's going on. So it looks like we're continuously tagging sell side liquidity, which is completely fine. So there's really nothing to do right now. Now, in this case here, could we take advantage of the liquidity strategy? Absolutely. Could we also take advantage of my institutional trading strategy? Absolutely. Right? We have demand here that price is pushing into. We could get some type of reaction. This could be our possible reaction here. I would love to see a little bit of imbalance within this area once we close below this region here, right? If we don't see that imbalance, that's okay, but I would like to see that imbalance. That imbalance is going to be semi-important to me. Right, so right now, nothing on GU. We're pretty much waiting to see if this low can, be broken or not. And that's going to give me a little hint on whether or not I should be using my liquidity trading strategy or whether or not I can use my institutional trading strategy. Let's just add an alert here, because as soon as this low breaks, actually, then I'm going to see if we can, if I can get into the market using my liquidity trading method. If I can, fantastic. Then essentially I'll take a counter trend buy position up into some type of imbalance around the 50% from this high to wherever price decides to give us that low, right? So I'm assuming somewhere within this region here, since we do see we have, this imbalance here. It was closed slightly here, right? But, on the lower time frame, such as the M5, we may still have some open imbalances within this region here. Or hopefully price can just push to the downside, give us that imbalance here, and then maybe we can take a counter trend buy until we're ready for that full transition back to the downside. Now, based on the M15 time frame, if we're going based off of our apex for our demand or supply, I would use this region here. However, I am looking for more of a liquidity trade instead of an institutional trade right now for the time being, since we are technically speaking internal based on the higher time frame, right? We're simply just creating internal substructure right now. So that's what I'll be looking for as it relates to GU. All right, basically just seeing how we react to this low here. If we break through, then I'll be taking a counter trend buy, okay, back into different supply regions. However, if we do have a valid supply point of interest and prices respecting that, and we get a valid transition, then I'll just be looking for continuation sells to the downside, right? So with that being said, I mean, that pretty much wraps up what I'm preparing to do on EU and GU during London session. Nothing really much to it right now, just having some patience with this current trade I'm in as it relates to EU. I actually got into this position a little earlier than I was supposed to. I got in at like 2:10 a.m. But it's all good, right? If you guys do have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. If you're not a part of the YouTube family, feel free to go ahead and subscribe. All students of mine, remember, we do have our Monday night webinar this evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I essentially will be breaking down all of my charts for the week and giving you guys a proper weekly outlook. All right. Last week we ended the week around 15.74% return on investment. If you take advantage of all of my trades, if you're a part of my trading community, congrats to you. If you've been taking advantage of my daily points of interest on the assets that we trade within the trading community, congrats. We'll be looking to have a fantastic week this week as well as we wrap up July, right? So July has been pretty good so far. 15% last week, 20% or 25%, excuse me, the first week. So we're up a good amount, almost 40%. We have to do all the calculations, but I think we're up a little under 40%, like maybe 38 or 39%. We did have 2 losing trades so far. So 38% return on investment on the month of July, not bad, especially with it being a summer month. You guys know the markets are moving pretty slow, things like that. Anyways, I will catch you guys. Kind of sucks that we missed this entry here. I actually might retake it, but it's not following my rules. So we have to see what happens. But this would have been a fantastic entry if I were already in the market. Too bad I'm not for this second opportunity. Oh well. Anyways, with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Students of mine, be sure to hop on the Monday night webinar this evening. If you haven't signed up for that free webinar with all of our mentorship students, head to the website, head to book a session under the membership portal, sign up for the Monday night webinar. Love to have you a part. That being said, I'll catch you guys. Much love.